From Hollywood, it's Red Skelton. Brought to you by Geritol. Geritol, the remarkable fast-acting, high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast. Brings you the comedy program that helps you feel happier fast, The Red Skelton Show. Starring Bela Lugosi, Chaney, and Vampira. With David Rose and his orchestra. And our own Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, tonight is the 39th week of our television show, our little visits each week, and the time went kind of quick. I don't know how to really say this, but I know that the show is going to go so long that I won't have a chance to later. So I'd like to say something right now. You know, it's a very short story, only take a minute. There was a little boat once out on the ocean. It was sort of kind of drifting around, and another ship came to its rescue. And it brought it into the port safe. And the crew, and by a good captain and its mate, brought this ship right into where people sort of looked at it and says, well, it's not such a bad boat after all. I happened to be the boat. And the captain of the boat was Ben Brady, the producer, the director, his first mate, Seymour Burns. And the crew was the boys here at CBS. And the rescue ship happened to be Geritol. The only thing to do now is to tell you something that happened over the weekend. I don't know if you saw the picture of my boy with the Vice President Nixon and myself. They're really a pip. Valentine and Richards always wanted to ride on a bus. So I said, come on, we'll go down to the corner and we'll ride for a couple of blocks. So I said, I don't have much change on me. I'll tell you what, when we get on the bus, Richard, they ask you how old you are, you say that you're 6, see? And that way you'll ride for nothing. He says, oh. So we get on the bus. I give the guy 30 cents, 15 for Valentine and 15 for me. And the bus driver says, how about him? I said, yeah, how about him? I said, he's only 6. He says, yeah, how old are you, kid? We said, I'm only 6. He says, when are you going to be 7? He said, when I get off his butt. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 years, my good friend and companion has been with me, David Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Come on out, David.
Say, Red, this being our last program, do I have any lines tonight?
No lines, no.
Thank you very much.
Sort of gives you a tug right here, don't it? Say, I'll tell you, you know, while I've been on television, there's been one fellow who's really fascinated me, and that's the fellow who gives weather reports, and I still don't understand them. So with your permission tonight, I would like to try and give you the weather reports the way I see them. Could you bring them out? David, a fanfare, please. A little fanfare. Given him lines. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, ready to talk about the weather. W-A-T-A... No, oh, I'm sorry. W-E-A-H-T... Well, Well, you can see, this is going to be the worst spell of weather we've had in a long time. Now, first of of all, we have the Atlantic coast and the Pacific coast. And if any of you are going boating, I'll give you a number to call in just a few minutes. It's a woman who will tell you if the coast is clear. Now we'll start off with up here in this part of the country. Since up here in Vermont we haven't received any news about the weather since Flanders made his speech the other day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday have refused to come in up there. Well, anyhow, down here in Washington, we'll start right there. We have a lot of hot air being shot out here. Then over here in Pennsylvania, as you know, is the coal state. That's soft coal, that is. And down here through Florida, down at Key West, up shooting this way, we're going to have windstorms. Heavy wind, and it's bringing with it hail, sleet, and part of Florida and Georgia. Now we move over to here, and you can see that there's going to be a lot of shadows. That's me, I'm sorry. Now over here, up in Minnesota, there are a lot of those caterpillars. Those are those little things that move real fast, you know, real slow rather. Now over here, we're going to have nice weather. The sun is going to come over in this direction. For the benefit of you that in California don't know what that is, that's that big ball of fire that comes west as far as Arizona, then it detours and goes to Texas. Now we're going to have little clouds here, one little cloud up here that starts at this part of California and goes all the way down to here. And if you folks down in Mexico in this part, firing will be necessary tonight for all marijuana plants. Now I'd like to leave you with one little thing. Whether it's cold or whether it's hot, we've got to have weather or not. But in the coldest kind of summer's hot weather, it's better for two to sleep alone than one to sleep together. Due to the fact that Monday comes on Tuesday this Wednesday, our regular Thursday forecast will be held on Friday this Saturday because Sunday is a holiday. Good night.
Well, you're all familiar with Red Skelton's picture, one of his most successful, called The Fuller Brush Man. Tonight, Red would like to present his sequel to that picture entitled Dial B for Brush.
Oh, Clem Cadettlehammer, I've told him 1,000 times he could never be a door-to-door brush salesman for me. Now, get rid of him. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. Send him in. I'll send him. How do you do, sir? I'm going to give you a chance to be a door-to-door brush salesman.
And I'll take it.
Good. Now, the salary for this will be $12 a week.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Of course, there are going to be some expenses.
Oh,
yeah, the salesman kit will cost you $10.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
And it'll cost you $1.50 in the cab to go there.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
And then you'll have to have lunch. That'll cost you 50 cents.
Well, that's reasonable.
There'll be unemployment insurance, life insurance, Social Security. That'll be $1.50. And there'll be 10% for commission for getting you the job. Now, that'll be $15.75. Do you still want that job?
Yeah, I need the money.
How can you ignore the girl next door? Tra-la-la-la-la-la. It's all right. Now, let's see. They don't make girls like they used to. I know, I take them apart. I wonder where my brother George is. You stupid wolf! How many times have I tell you that you shouldn't sneak up behind me? And you've got to stop eating that Puss in Boots cat food. Idiot! I needed you. Where were you?
Oh, I've been to the dentist. These here are just temporary fillings.
Fool you. I told you never go into town. They might recognize you.
Oh, don't worry about that. I gave a phony name. And besides, the dentist, he won't talk. I killed him.
You fool! They'll find the body.
Oh, no, they won't. I played it smart. I put the body in the waiting room. They won't see it but twice a year.
I'm sorry I ever took up with you. What were you when I found you? Nothing. You did commercials with Charles Antel.
Please, master, don't yell at me. You'll make me neurotic. And didn't I go to the blood bank and get your lunch? And didn't I get this here girl for you?
Oh, take her out. She gives me a headache. Put her in the deep freeze with the others.
Yes, master.
My experiment is almost complete. All I need now is the brain of a man. If I could only find a man with a brain that has never been used.
I think there's somebody out there.
Wonder who it could be this hour. Quick, put your fangs back in. You're supposed to look frightened. Ah, that's cute. Now answer the door.
I want a girl, just like the girl that married dear old dad. Pardon me, is the lady of the house in? I'm your neighborhood brush salesman. Oh, I see you've been doing dishes. Well, I got some Little & Plus that'll take care of that. That'll make those kissable again. This is going to be an easy sale.
Good evening.
Oh, how do you do? Are you the lady of the house?
No, I'm Professor Lugosi, and this is my half-brother. Half-brother, half-wolf.
Didn't I meet you at the city dog pond? Here, I've got some brushes here that I know that will interest you gentlemen.
You interest me, young man.
I do?
Yes, why don't you pull up a slab and lie down?
Yeah, I got some brushes here I'd like to show you here. I'm sure that you'll be interested in them. Got all kinds, you know. These brushes are imported. Yeah.
Perfect.
I knew you'd like them.
And unused, too.
Now, here's a wonderful brush I'm sure you'd be interested in. That's for people without hair. Hey, could I interest you in a nice back scratcher, would you? Oh, I see you have one. Hey, how about a moth spray? Here's a nice thing. Everybody needs a moth spray. I'll bet this place is full of moths. I'll bet this closet here is what? Smorgasbord. Must be one of Ruberosa's old closets, huh?
My sister, poor girl. Oh. She sleeps all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, she was bitten by the tsetse fly.
Bitten by a tsetse fly? You mean a tsetse fly? You mean one of those mosquitoes after the caffeine has been removed. Don't ad-lib, kid. You're among stars. Your teeth? Now, I'm sure that I'm going to interest you fellows in something. You know, I never say die.
But we do.
I don't know. Here's something that might interest you fellas. This is a genuine mohair bristle. This is mohair bristle, and you should have heard Mo scream. This wood is imported from Denmark. This brush is either his or hers. You know. I don't think I'm getting through to this boy at all. Now we have something with, let's see,
This brush is on sale.
yeah, this brush is... Please, one idiot on the board at a time. This brush is on sale, and with every brush, we give you absolutely free this gaily colored box of mothballs. Now, they are guaranteed not to run. These things...
Without cold. Now we take him to my secret laboratory in the graveyard. That's the only place where can I work. It's so peaceful in the graveyard.
Before we get back to Red Skelton, since this is the last show of the season, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of Geritol and our entire cast. Next week, be sure to tune in Geritol's rollicking, fun-packed juvenile jury show featuring my good friend Jack Barry, a delightful group of youngsters who will really keep you in stitches. And make certain to catch Geritol's other brand-new show on this same network, Two in Love, featuring Bert Parks, every Saturday night. Consult your program listings for time and station. And now, back to Red Skelton.
Now we have to work fast.
Oh, good heavens. Where am I at? In Pasadena?
Don't worry, you're in a graveyard.
A graveyard? Good heavens. Here, get away from that tree.
I think there's somebody coming.
Yes, it's my sister, the Vampira. Here.
Don't dig your own hole, will you? Good heavens. Oh, good heavens, even Earl Wilson couldn't get me out of this. Say, didn't I meet you in a hardware store trying on brooms?
We're wasting our precious time. I have to prepare the laboratory. Oh, it's so wonderful a night for an operation. The moon is full.
Here, stop that. That ain't a real moon. Sam put that up there. Stop it, will you? You'll have every dog in the neighborhood over here.
You'll watch him. I open the laboratory. Come.
Would you like to go out with me? after you're dead.
Would I like to go out with you? Now is your chance to send the kids out of the room. I think you're very attractive. I love your eyebrows. But I'll have you know that I'm personally acquainted with Boris Karloff and the Andrews sisters. I don't even know you. I haven't been introduced yet. I don't go out with strangers, you know.
I'm Vampira, the ghoul.
Well, I'm Clem, the coward.
I like you.
You do?
Yes, you're just my type.
You mean I'm breathing?
A red-blooded American boy.
Yeah. This is a physical impossibility.
Why don't you invite me over sometime when you cut yourself shaving?
Oh, let's not get sickening about it. Look, I don't even... You better get home. It's getting late. Why don't you go? Where do you live, anyhow?
Here.
Here? Well, I like the way you keep your lawn.
Tell me,
Oh, pardon me.
do you think I'm
Pull up a shroud and sit down. What's that?
Do you think I'm attractive?
Well, you have your points, yeah. I like your schoolgirl complexion. How old are you, anyhow?
I'm 614 years old.
600 and how much?
14.
That's the awkward age. Hey, I know what we could do with you. Boy, Ralph Edwards could do this was your life.
Darling,
My corn.
ready?
This won't hurt a bit.
What? What you gonna do? Are you... Are you kidding? Let's do the other one again.
We're lucky that the salesman came to our house and to our door. Yes, he's just what I always wanted. Genuine, early American idiot.
I didn't know this was going to be such a tough territory. Oh, take it easy, boy. Put a pillow there, will you?
This is the moment I was always waiting for. Now I'm going to transfer that idiot into a brilliant robot who knows the secret of the universe. And I'll make him tell me everything, and then I'm going to rule the world.
Look, Master, it moves.
Yes, our experiment is a success. I created a genius, and he's mine, all mine.
Mother.
Tell me the secret of the universe. What is the secret?
He's dumber than me, isn't he?
Information. Give me the information. I must get the information. That's the information. What is it? Rheingold is here. I created a monster Help! Stop him! Wolfman, stop him!
Please, you're making enough noise to wake the living.
Thank you.
Get up! Please don't kill me! Please, save me! Someone save me!
Oh, for goodness sake, I'm supposed to be a horrible monster. How did you do it?
It's easy. I'm Bob Warren. I've been drinking Geritol all year.
It tastes good, too.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And now, while I'm gone until the fall, be sure and watch my good friend Jack Barry and Juvenile Jury. And until 5 weeks from now, I'll see you again on the Arthur Godfrey Show. Goodbye. Have a nice time, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Skelton, brought to you by the remarkable fast-acting high-potency tonic that helps you feel stronger fast, Geritol. Also on tonight's program were Lucy Knock and Elmira Sessions. The Red Skelton Show originated from Television City in Hollywood. It's a CBS Television Network production.